Do you see now the difference in our...
Starting off the conversation, any conversation, with did you see what Michael Murray did? You know it's about to be something crazy because he just has that reputation, right? I think Michael Murray is a good developer. You know, we want to have Tekken 5 without him, and 7 and 6 and all the great Tekkens. We wouldn't have it if it wasn't for him, right? It's like one of those sad, funny situations where like Michael Murray in current era is so hated. You know, no one likes him. No one wants him to be there. There's a couple of people who's like Michael Murray's still good in my book, but everyone is like he's the worst. And it's sad that like he has fallen to this degree because at one point in time everyone loved him. Him being on Twitter and also the game falling apart, those two things was a crazy combination because you know everyone says that like Tekken is like Tekken players are toxic, right? Oh, Tekken players toxic, toxic, toxic. But at one point in time when Tekken 7 was doing good, when it was like season 2 era, everything was going well. So magnificent it all was. The developers were treated like royalty. And also they still kind of are. It's just that Michael Murray like constantly puts himself in a situation to reignite the player's anger. At this point, I just think he really does not care, like he is just like doesn't care at all, or he just doesn't understand how to interact with social media. Like he is equivalent to someone's granddad being given Twitter. So it's one of those two things, but it's sad regardless, right? Because even though the game sucks, the developers could have a good relationship with the players, the content creators, the commentators, all of it. That's not the reality we live in, right? Michael Murray just be going after anyone and anything with no hesitation. And that leads us to what we're looking at today, where you have another content creator getting blocked by the Michael Murray. Bogart says, "Not my beloved Michael Murray. All I said is that it was unprofessional of him to block misplaced stuff for giving valid criticism. Please, Michael Murray, do not do this. Come home, sweet prince." We all know misplaced stuff was blocked at the height of the season 2 rampage. A lot of people was critiquing the game, and the developers were saying, you guys haven't even played the game yet. Play the game and then come back and then tell us whether or not you like it and dislike it. And people did that. But then they were like, okay, we're open to criticism. You guys let us know what we can fix. And the players were really aggressive with their criticism because they felt the developers lied to them about the direction that the game was going to go in. And I get it. You know, the developers sold it as defense, but then they put some of the most aggressive offense we've seen in any fighting game, where a lot of the solutions to some of these situations is literally just a guess. And depending on how much knowledge you have of a situation, whether to interrupt here, block there, punish there, press button there, sidestep, depending on how much you know about all of those different aspects of Tekken, you really will be just guessing, you know? And it wasn't a pretty sight, you know? Season 2, the start of it was like 2 months ago now, right? It was not pretty at all. And but also through all the chaos, there was a lot of people who were just trying to give genuine feedback to the developers, and misplaced stuff was one of them. You know, misplaced stuff was like, you know, everyone be fair and honest with your criticism. Same thing with Spaghetti Rip. Spaghetti Rip, we were calling that guy a shield. We were on his line because he was kind of like not defending the devs, but he was speaking team dev, right? And all of those people were done dirty by the developers, even though they were trying to play for the devs, you know? And it's just crazy to see that situation unfold. But, you know, 2 months later, here we are looking at another content creator get clapped up by the Michael. I was watching a video of what's that one guy who does the Sajam. I was watching a video of Sajam Slam. I was recommended it, and he was talking about, I believe, Tekken 8 or something like that. Basically, Tekken 8. The title said something a little bit different, but in there, he was talking about how like Tekken players are pretty ungrateful, pretty reckless, pretty rude, pretty mean, pretty a lot of things. And some of that stuff I do agree with. Like I think Tekken players can be very, very hateful at times, and a lot of that does come out like all the time. Like that's just what Tekken players do. That's my opinion. But also another part that he was talking about is how the developers are kind of bringing this upon themselves, especially Michael Murray. He was saying that Michael Murray need to get off of Twitter. Like that is not helping at all. Like at least if the players want to be, but see, here's the thing too that we were talking about is like the developers put themselves in this position to be like a community manager in a sense. Parada and Michael Murray specifically They said, give us all of your criticism and we will give that to the balancing team. That's literally a community manager. I'm not saying people will talk however they want or people should be aggressive, but I'm just saying that, like, you know, when a game is bad, people usually like go off. And you know what's funny too? We've seen clips from other games where like Snoop Dogg is saying like, you Microsoft devs need to fix the servers. And then you have like streamers like Tyler One Creator. You have a lot of like famous type of people who have the same reactions that we do. It's not like hate. It's not like we truly hate people or anything, but it's like, bro, fix the game. Big update comes out, the game sucks. It's like if you go to the, you know, McDonald's and they mess up your burger, you know, you're gonna be like, bro, fix my burger. Like, what is this? Like, there's a hair in my burger. Like, it's not that you hate the employees, but it's like they made a crazy mistake, you know, after selling you on the idea of a good meal, a good, quick, fast meal, and then now you're looking at some madness, right? So I just kind of draw that comparison. Of course, online it's a lot more toxic, a lot more heated. This is something that I kind of deal with a lot on Twitter, where when you like Twitter, bro, they just find a way to hate anyone and anything. And I can imagine being a game developer on Twitter in big 2025. You are basically a target. People love to rip on game devs, and you know, the Tekken team being so bad, it's like it's just how it is, you know. But I think the devs should understand that. They should know that, and they should steer clear of all the madness, bro. Hey, someone in the chat said, has Michael Murray blocked you? Yes, Harada, Michael Murray, and Yasuda blocked me. Harada-san blocked me, and then here's Michael Murray. Michael Murray blocked me. Here's Yasuda, and Yasuda as well blocked me. I really got like the Thanos gauntlet going on. You guys may have been blocked by Michael Murray, but none of y'all ain't been blocked by Harada, and y'all definitely ain't been blocked by Yasuda, bro. I'm really doing it big over here. I'm over here. Next up on the list is Nakatsu. Let's see if I can upset Nakatsu enough to where he blocks me. But, you know, all jokes aside, the reason why he blocked me, because I was just like criticizing the game, you know, talking about the monetization and how predatory they are. And this was like a long time ago, though. This was like a year ago. This was back when they were taking down the mods, and this was back when they first unveiled the shop and the battle pass and all that stuff, and I was just calling it greedy, because it is greedy. I do understand that they want to put a little bit of that money back into the game, but one could argue, are they doing that in season 2? In season 1, I think they definitely did that, and they lived up to their promise. But does that promise have a date that we were never told about? Who is Yasuda? This guy right here, that's Yasuda. He's like the esports manager. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Them putting the shop into the game so they can make money and then support the game in the future with free stuff. And I was saying that you can argue season 1, they definitely did a good job of supporting the game in season 1. But the thing about season 2 in comparison, and this is just something that I've been noticing, the free content that we got in season 1, photo mode, stage, and story, this time we're getting a jacket, a panda color, and Pac-Man shirts. I'm not trying to like get anyone riled up or anything, but I'm just noticing a serious drop in content that we're getting. Now, the only reason why I'm still on the fence about what they're going to do is because the season 2 battle pass ends with summer. And when you look at season 1, summer is here. But then they also say for autumn and the future, this is where this stuff comes into play. So I'm wondering, are they going to provide more stuff after summer, but they're just not saying it yet? Or is this all we're getting for season 2? And the fact that they're not showing what's coming in autumn, I think when they show Armor King's trailer, there will be something else in that trailer that is coming in autumn, and it will be big.